Good morning, Matthew.
Good morning.
Thank you very much for joining me today. I thought it'd be really great to get your insight into working with Holst and using McQuaig. You've been a client for over 30 years, so your input would be really, really valuable. So just as a start, can you just introduce yourself? Tell me a little bit about what you do there at Tileflair and who you help.
Yeah, sure. Well, my name is Matthew Johnson, and I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Tileflair Ltd. We are the largest privately owned wall and floor tile distributor based in the southwest, in Bristol specifically, but covering the whole of the south of England. And our market is supplying wall and floor tiles to retail customers and commercial customers like house builders and other commercial project specifiers.
Thank you. So when you first started working with Holst, what was your biggest challenge there and what did you need help with the most?
Well, as you said, it was a long time ago now. And I suppose at that point in time, we had about a third of the staff that we have now, so a relatively small company. So employing the right person was really important. People that wanted to come with us, dig in for the ride, if you like, and help grow the company. The impact of employing the wrong person in a small company can be, very, very disproportionately bad, if you like. And so we were really keen on trying to find a way of recruiting the right people based on more than just a hunch at an interview that we thought they might be okay or might not be okay.
I know, and we've certainly discussed this before with making a bad hire and how it can, well, it's not only difficult to then have to exit that person, but it's the effect that they have on the business during the time that they're there, having a negative impact. So, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. So during your time working with us, what have you managed to accomplish?
I think the most important thing is that by and large, we have recruited the right people using the system. We use the system all the time. Everybody who works for the company has completed the McQuaig exercises, whether originally on paper years ago or now online. Yeah, well, that was a lot more labour intensive, obviously, but so everybody's done them. So we've got a profile for everybody, a simple profile for everybody that helps us to understand what kind of person they are and the kind of role that they like doing. And I think fundamentally the success of it has been we've put round pegs into round holes. We've got the right people in the right jobs. And I think the result of that has been that our average length of service now for staff is in excess of 10 years, which I think is quite remarkable for a relatively small company in the kind of industry that we are in.
I think so, because essentially it's the retail industry, which historically has a very high turnover. So 10 years tenure is really, really good. And just with the use of McQuaig, I know that you do use it as part of the recruitment process. Do you use the job surveys as part of that? So to survey the role to see what traits you want?
Yes, we have used it from time to time. The reason being, I guess, that having been a relatively small company, we needed people to be flexible and do a variety of different things within the one role. And actually, the job survey is really useful in pointing out whether or not we could achieve that with a certain type of person or the kind of person that's likely to apply. And actually realising that it wasn't possible at somehow to have certain mixes, of skills, if you like. It's unlikely that somebody interested in joining our finance department was going to be our top salesperson as well, for instance. So it's useful as a way of helping colleagues understand, we needed to put round pegs in round holes and we could batter them into a square hole that we happened to have at the time.
Yeah, we certainly find that if people are doing a role that's suited to their natural temperament, they certainly are more comfortable doing that.
And I think that's what lies behind the 10-year average length of service, that through all the ups and downs of working life and how the company's evolved and the challenges it's had to face and overcome, people have stuck with it because fundamentally they enjoy doing what they're doing on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know that we've touched on this before, but what have you seen as some of the results of using the tools?
It is without doubt that 10-year average length of service. As I said, people are doing, what they're suited to, what they like doing, enjoy doing. So they kind of put up with the other challenges that we face from time to time, because they fundamentally enjoy doing what they're doing.
Yeah, and it's certainly a great environment there. I've visited you a couple of times in your showroom, and it is beautiful. I certainly enjoy coming there for a round. So if there was somebody watching this video and they were a little on the fence about working with us, what would you say to them?
I would say do it, because it's a very easy thing to implement. It's an easy company to work with, and the results are easy to understand. But it produces, that longevity of service that's so rare these days, but is so valuable, if you're trying to recruit a bunch of people to really drive a business forward.
Absolutely. And we've certainly, one of the things we talk about in the McQuaig reports is that you don't need a degree in psychology to use the tool. It's quite a straightforward tool to use and roll out across the business.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you were to summarize working with Holst in one word, what would that word be?
Well, one word is quite a challenge, isn't it?
Sorry about that.
I suppose I would say what I've just said, easy. As I say, the system is very easy to implement. Everybody that works for this company has been through it, if you like, and it's very easy for them to do that. But importantly, I think it's also easy for them to understand. Whenever we've checked back with people, this is what you said about yourself, they've always gone, oh yeah, that's definitely me. I'm surprised you could tell that much about me from what I've just done. So, but I think it's easy, easy to work with, as you say, easy to implement, and easy to understand.
That's great to know. Thank you so much for your time today, Matthew. Your insight's really important to us. So yeah, thanks again.
You're very welcome.
See you soon.
Thank you.